Hi, welcome to a new video here at the Betty Loves Bricks channel. Today I'm going to do a review of the Lego Tudor Corner, which is part of the Lego Modular Building Collection. And after the review, I'm going to take you along with me into my own Lego modular city. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. I have a lot of London fun coming your way. So this is the Lego Icons Tudor Corner. It is part of the Lego Modular Building Collection, and it came out in January 2025. It has 3,266 pieces, and it consists of a total of 3 stories, and comes with 8 different minifigures and 3 cats. This lovely building is just full of Victorian vibes. Downstairs you will find a pub. And just look at those amazing emerald green details and golden accents. Absolutely love it. Together with all the flowers, it makes such a cozy corner piece. And next to all the flowers and a cozy outside seatings, you can find these lovely details on the streets, as you could simply find in the streets of London. There also is an haberdashery. The second floor has a clockmaker and a beautiful clock hanging on the outside wall. And then those lovely red roofings together with the chimneys, chimney. Have a look at this brickwork around the corner here. Absolutely love it. Reminds me a lot of the Old Town in London. A little balcony here on the sides, as well as some greens, a container and a back entrance. Definitely a worth to mention eye catcher is that stairway. Let's take a look inside. So firstly, when you enter the door here into the old Guarded Inn, which is the pub, you will find this oddly shaped pub. I mean, just have a look. Big arched bar, the seats in front. The backsplash has been covered with a coffee machine. There's glasses, bottles, and old-fashioned cashier's point. I absolutely love light bulbs in here, and also pay attention to that plate with bacon strips, eggs, and biscuits. That is so British. If you go all the way to the back there, you will actually find a toilet, and next to the front entrance there is like a cozy seat in front of the window with some fresh flowers on the table. Also like that menu that is stuck on the wall there. And next to the bar on the left, you will see an open door that will lead you into the kitchen. Now, mind you, it is a bit cramped in there. And then you can also take out this little in-between wall to get like better access to the kitchen. You can see a stove with burners, frying pan, sausage, sink, some mustard, ketchup, and a clock, of course. Now, one of the things I really like is that they've actually lowered this part of the wall. That's very handy because that will give you access to that kitchen, but also better access to the haberdashery. You can probably already see all the fabrics on the side. So this is the haberdashery, which basically is a place to get clothes fitted, where the gentleman would go to buy hats. But just have a look inside. Isn't that beautiful? So there's rolled up fabrics on the side there. There's a little cashier's desk, umbrellas on the side, and that mannequin that you see in front of the windows. It has this beautiful gentleman's attire on and a sharp looking hat. For such a small little space, I think it looks great. And then here in the back, there's a dumpster. There's a fish in there, you know. Love the greens on the side. These are little heart tiles. This is basically the back entrance to the pub. And then building that huge stairway with a little fence up top. This part can be taken out so that you can have a little peep inside the toilet. I don't know what Lego's obsession is with toilets, but they are in every modular building. I also love that the staircase has several studs in there, so you can easily place your minifigs. And here is definitely something fun to mention. This golden fence, if you're a Lego Star Wars fan, you're definitely going to recognize those arms and legs because they belong to the Star Wars battle droid, Roger Roger, but then in gold. And this is one of the things that I absolutely love about Lego. They always try to like repurpose items, which is not just very funny, but it also shows that you can literally build anything out of Lego. Let's add another layer here. Beautiful details on the windows, rain pipes integrated into the build, lovely curved windows. Onto the second floor. Here's the stairways you need to take through the green door. This is actually the workplace of the clockmaker. There are so many clocks in here. There actually is a fireplace with a big clock on top. I love all the details here on the clockmaker's workstation, from the lamp to the magnifying glass and the little clockwork underneath. There is an hourglass next to those little drawers. And then in the corner here, there's a little storage space that has like a container box and a vacuum cleaner. Let's move along. Now, right here on the side, there's an extra door leading up the stairway, which will take us into the apartments. So behind that plant is where you come up the stairway into this lovely little apartment. Carpet in the middle, a big case of books. It's a lovely little arch window. There's some terrariums on the side. The person who lives there is definitely an animal lover. There's a cat pole. As you can see, a little kitten on top. A big sofa and some nooks that leave in a little bit of light through those big windows at the front of the build. Oh, look at that detail. So there's a little kitty litter box and it has like a newspaper underneath. Absolutely love those kind of details. A sink. And then if you take it outside through that door, this lovely little balcony that you see here. An amazing apartments and the little ladder that you saw next to the door, that will lead you to the rooftop. Through these little doors here. Two big chimneys on the roof. Because yeah, this is London, baby.
Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiree. A sweep is as lucky can be. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo. Good luck, we're above when I shake hands with you. Or blow me a kiss. And that's lucky too.
There's a total of 8 minifigures. The first two I want to share with you are the innkeeper with this gray cardigan on and a big curly updo, glasses on. She has a jewel face. And there is the chef from the kitchen in a chef's attire, short hair, and she has a jewel face. This is what they both look like from the back. Absolutely digging that cardigan. Then the next two characters are the clockmaker. He is wearing a brown leather apron. He's got a big mustache and some glasses on. And then there is the haberdasher, who is, of course, looking very fine in his lovely gray suit. Such a distinguished gentleman. The upstairs apartment is occupied by this fella with his cat sweater. Comes with a jewel face. Holding a ball of yarn and his 3 cats. Such a lovely bunch living in the attic, but also pay close attention to his pants because there's even cat hair all over that. Then we have already seen him make an entrance. He is the chimney sweeper, which marks quite the resemblance with Dick Van Dyke from Mary Poppins. Complete black attire and the little hoodie on the back, and of course a chimney sweeper. Smirky smile with a little bit of dirt on his cheek. But a London building would not be complete without this lady with a Paddington hat and of course a beige colored trench coat. She's holding a pink umbrella. This is what she looks like. And she has a jewel face. And then lastly, this lovely minifigure, short hair, phones around the neck, tracksuit, and wink wink, comes with a jewel face. That can, I don't know, that can make deliveries for the pub, maybe even for the haberdasher or clockmaker, but could also help out with the chimney sweeper. So such a versatile set with so many lovely new characters for LEGO City. Just a little sidebar here, apart from this figure being in the set around the same time, LEGO also released these two in the BOM, in the Build a minifigure, which I think make a lovely contribution to the apartment and just cozy things up. Same can be said for this lady. In the BOM, there also was a kind of a twin sister with the same hat, but she's wearing painter's clothing and came with a painting elements. I can just imagine these two out on the terrace. Let's not forget my own minifigure. Good morning, lovely ladies. I mean, isn't this a wonderful LEGO modular building? I absolutely love the two-door corner, and I think it is such a great set. Now, of course, we're going to be adding it to my own LEGO modular city. So I'm going to take you guys with me and show you what that is about, okay? My last video, we completed the Paris shelf with the addition of the Botanical Garden sets. And now here, as you can see, London, it's pretty empty, but it's a work in progress. Natural History Museum, of course, which I absolutely love, but I'm gonna move you. Now in the corner is 12 Grimmauld Place for the Harry Potter series, which resembles a typical London town square. Yeah, I'm just keeping it in there to fill up the space. And then obviously having Tudor Corner here in the corner, making Grimmauld Place like a modular build. That would be awesome, by the way. But I also want to add like a red double-decker bus. I want to add a telephone box and something like that, maybe. I don't know. But Tudor Corner, you are looking amazing. And also adding it right next to the Natural History Museum. That would also work. Wow. Oh, so beautiful. I think I'm going to keep it like this. Okay, So that was that for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and for following me on this journey where I share my LEGO modular city with you. Next step for me is definitely expanding that London shelf city and adding maybe a few other LEGO sets, building some LEGO MOCs that I can fit in there to make that street even more special and a much bigger dedication to that wonderful city of London. I absolutely love it. I hope you guys do too. So let me know what you think of this video. Let me know what you think of my modular city in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe yourself to this channel to stay updated on more videos that I make on this topic. For now, I'm going to say ciao and hopefully see you guys next time. All right? Bye.